Hola amigos, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos días, la hora que sea. Bienvenidos a un episodio más. Welcome to another episode of What the Peg. We're excited for another episode for this season. We have a really special guest. I'm really excited to present and get to know with everything she's about. And just remember, What the Peg, our little catchphrase as what we stand for is sustainability. And we feel like sustainability speaks louder. So we try to our main goal is to kind of wrap everything around a more sustainable community, and kind of play a role, how sustainability can play a role in our everyday lives. Excuse me. So acompáñenos, please, everybody. We're having some White Claws today, and I'm having lemon. And I'll let my friends over here explain what what flavor they chose. But yeah, so it's supposed to be relaxed. It's a nice little podcast where you can just listen and hang out, drink whatever you want to drink, I guess. Coffee, water, tequila, whatever it is to kill you. And so, yeah, without further ado, I'll present to you our friend, our local artist, our photographer in the area. Her name is Vicky. Thank you, Vicky, so much. Also known as Harmonic Cyclopean.
There you go.
See, I said it right.
Thank you.
So we're excited she's here, and thank you again for coming. And also, we have our friend Sophie.
Hola.
And our new friend Kim. So Kim also, I don't think if everybody, not everybody's met her, but she's part of the PG crew or the PEG crew, and she's out here today learning about what Vicky's all about. Yep. So, Vicky, ¿hablas español o no?
Sí, hablo
¿También?
español.
Ah, bueno. Entonces, de repente
cambias.
le cambio porque pues ya sabes, la cultura aquí en Laredo, no podemos sin eso. ¿Qué estás tomando?
Estoy tomando un White Claw de Tangerine.
Tangerine.
Sí está sabroso. No sabía cómo iba a saber.
So, Tangerine, me imagino que sabe a Tangerine. Pero Tangerine, Tangerine is like Mandarin? No.
I thought it was that.
Yeah.
I think so.
No es.
¿Qué
¿Qué?
es entonces?
¿No es?
Yo pensé que...
No
era
sabe,
eso.
no es, o sí sabe.
Sí,
Bueno,
pero luego ¿por qué le cambian el nombre?
we need to look it up.
Sí.
Kim,
What are tangerines?
you chose a little easier flavor.
Lime. Yeah, because I was like tangerine and lime, like the movie Bullet Train.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Bullet Train.
Ah,
I think that your mic's like way over there.
Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
I got you.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll just speak a little bit louder.
Okay.
I'll vocalize.
Vocalize.
Project, yeah. I remember I used to have to deal with that. Like, you're in theater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
started learning about that.
Vicky, you're a local artist, also photographer. You're more involved with the younger generation that's up and coming with becoming artists, right?
Yes, somewhat, because it's like a mix, because there's people that are like already in their 30s, 40s, like doing props or like directing, and then there's the crew that they're like 15, 16-year-olds that are just helping out. Sometimes like they get community hours, but I just do it just because it's fun.
So you're all about right now in Laredo, your main focus or what your kind of drives you with the community here is the theater, right?
Yep, somewhat. Theater, music, basically art, just like it's what keeps me going. Like I find inspiration through like musicians whenever I'm just watching them play like a guitar. I'm like, oh, they look pretty cool doing that, and it just looks like it's fun. So yeah. I look for things that are just like they bring like a rise in the blood, I would say. Like you have to think fast sometimes. Yeah. I like doing that. It's
cool. So you're familiar with is it because theater. I know Kim also. You were in theater.
Yeah.
Is that
High
what-
school.
Sí.
And TAMU.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what show did you do in TAMU?
I did the dog in the curious incident in the nighttime. I was a mom.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What year was that though?
That was 2019 or 2018, one of those two.
All right.
I was a senior. Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
nice.
watch that?
No, I didn't. I wanted to know because I did one show there in 2019, but it was speech and debate. And for that one, I did like stage managing. So it was like, but we had like 4 characters.
So what's stage management?
So it's a number of things. One of them, it's like you're reading the script. At a time, they get off script, so they can't like be reading anything. So then when they're saying their lines, they forget and they're like, line, and then I'm like, da, 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 and they proceed. That's one of them. Another one is taking care of the crew, telling them like what to do. It's basically like you're the spokesperson for the director. Like
Okay.
you also talk to the actors. Like sometimes if a director is not present, the stage manager comes in and we're like, guys, we're gonna start in 5 minutes. Like, prepare yourselves and stuff like that. Basically taking care of everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you manage the stage.
You manage the stage, or like whenever an actor has like an entrance and you have to let them know, they're like, hey, 2 more acts until you're like act 3 or whatever, and they come in and they're like, okay, I'm ready.
So what got you into all of this? Like, how did it lead? Because I know you're born and raised, I imagine, in Laredo.
Yes.
And then what high school did you go to?
I went to United.
United High
High
School?
Yeah.
I didn't go to United.
Oh.
Yeah.
I went to Nixon, but yeah.
Yeah.
So United Longhorns, go
Yeah.
Longhorns.
Wait, I forgot. What
I
was
think
it?
it's
Oh,
like
it's like this. I was
think
not.
it's like this.
I think I think so. I got it
Like
wrong.
Bobby Hill.
I didn't not have school spirit at all. I didn't go to the pep rallies or any of that.
Were you in any art classes there?
I took 2 art classes, but the second one I didn't really like the art teacher, so she kind of like dulled my spark. Me
Dude,
quedé
it's
como
crazy
que-
how like teachers play a big role in
Sí.
that.
Most definitely, because you spend an hour or 2 with them and like you listen to them, like te enseñan cómo pintar o algo así. Si no lo hacen bien, pues no lo quieres hacer.
Y si te enseñan bien, yo sé porque ahora sé dibujar muy bonito.
No te creo nada.
Les voy a poner mis
Ah,
dibujos que he hecho, pero yo antes que tomara la clase, yo fui a, es una de las mejores, si no la mejor escuela de high school aquí en Laredo, Alexander.
No.
Okay. And
Se nota.
dude, they taught me,
Y eso que ni soy de aquí.
they taught me, dude, my professor, my teacher was really good. I guess I think his last name was Garcia. But I'm gonna send some pictures so I can show you guys and cue it right now so you can be like, you can be the judge.
All right. Yeah.
But I was in UI. One of my paintings was in competition for UIO at the Arts Center or the UISD thing, and people were like judging and voting.
That's
So.
the one. Was it like watercolor or acrylic?
No, it was actually charcoal.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
It was nice.
Like
And
black charcoal or like colorful?
Yeah, it was black charcoal.
Nice.
And like I would like blend and stuff. It's cool.
Wow.
So it was kind of it was the Passion of the Christ where it was like Jesus carrying the cross.
Oh,
It was super intense.
yeah. I took one class for black charcoals in college, and my professor towards the end, we have to put all of our pieces on the wall, and everyone like sits down to judge it, and he was like, Vicky, your work, ¿cómo se dice? Le echas ganas. And I was like, oh,
Leches ganas.
Ah, gracias. Se va.
gracias, señor, pero ay, ya me pusiste triste. No, but I thought that was super funny. But black charcoals are cool, but it's
I
like
liked it.
messy.
I like the whole blending part. I don't know.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
I like watching the little dust of the charcoal like fall.
Like setting,
It's
and
like
you just blow it.
Yeah.
But then if you like blend too much, you can tear the paper. But anyway,
I never got that far.
yeah, I was intense with the blending. So then you went to the second best high school in Laredo, and then
The best school in the nation.
and then what was it that led you into? Because you went into art, right, in United.
I kind of was, but it wasn't like my full focus. I started getting into photography, like the idea of it in like, I want to say senior year. Yeah.
Senior.
Because I was in student council, so we had a camera there, and I would use it to like at football games and then one time towards the end, I asked my teacher if he could let me take the camera. I don't know, maybe he won't get in trouble. If I could take the camera to San Antonio at Paper Tiger, because there was a band that I really liked, and I was like, can I please take the camera, like to go take pictures? And he was like, are you gonna take care of it? And I said, yes, I'll take care of it, just let me go. And yeah, so
I had one of those one time.
No,
that
no,
I
yo no
borrowed.
quiero hablar de eso, de verdad.
no.
No,
He's like,
quiero
can I
hablar.
borrow your camera?
No,
¿Me la
Álvaro.
vas a cuidar?
Oh no, that's not a good story. Let's move on.
Let's
Lo
just say
siento, te pedí
¿Qué pasó?
let's just say I lost like a good amount of pictures,
Oh no.
and I was like traveling like around the world. So
Man, that's
now I'm gonna have to go back to those places.
true.
Yeah.
It's like
Llévate
Anyway.
Luna.
that's heartbreak
Anyway.
right there.
Yeah,
Your
a
heart
little bit.
shatters.
But I think I'm over it now.
Sí,
little bit.
según.
Pero
Aquí
sí.
lo vienes a exponer.
Yeah, man. I think I've healed a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to have a good cry after that. It's happened to
Yeah.
me before too.
Fue horrible.
I lost videos of Chicano Batman, and it was so many pictures and videos, and like even other ones, and it was like an SD card of 100 gigabytes,
Oh,
and I
shit.
lost it in a backyard because I didn't have pockets, and I am a messy photographer, and I never delete things out of my SD cards. So I'm like, oh man, I ran out of space. Let me get the other one. And I'm getting it, and I thought I put it in my pocket, and
Ay,
never saw it again.
Yeah.
And I didn't upload any of that stuff because I was like, lo hago al rato, no pasa nada. Pero sí pasó algo.
Ay, no.
Yeah.
We should check the backyard. Maybe it's still there.
We did. We went back. It was in Austin, and it was already nighttime too because the girl wasn't home, and we waited for her. And there's 4 of us with flashlights just going through everything, like the leaves under the little stage that they had, like everywhere, and it was nowhere. So I'm hoping if someone has it, please just upload the videos on YouTube, please. I just want to see them again.
Dude, that could have made you like famous.
I know.
All those pictures.
I even thought that. I was like, this is my big break. Like,
Ay, chingado.
but I didn't have enough passion to actually edit
Pues ya
the
somos
videos.
dos. No pasa
Yeah.
nada.
Yeah.
Pero bueno. Pero a lo mejor pasa por algo, porque a lo mejor no estuviéramos aquí platicando,
Pues sí.
porque ya fuéramos famosos y... Pero bueno.
Because you could say I would be famous if this hadn't happened. So.
Yeah.
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 It's just another excuse.
Yeah.
So then you went now okay, so you graduated from United and you went to LC.
No, I went to TAMIU
Oh, TAMIU, okay.
for a bit, only for a year, and then COVID happened, so the semester got cut
shoot,
short.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, you know what? I kind of don't want to be in school right now, so I haven't gone back. But now I work at a college.
That is cool.
Yeah. I'm thinking of going back, but later. That's a different story.
Como Kim.
Yeah.
And you learn even more. You never stop learning when you work at a school.
Yeah.
I imagine. No, I've
Most
never worked at a school, but
It's interesting. I mean, we're not really involved with the school because it's like a whole different building.
is it the one downtown, like close to downtown?
Yeah.
I think I went there for like are they called recitals? Or
Yes.
no.
yes.
Yeah, recital. It was like it was a Greece thing, and it was they were pretty impressive, the actors and all that.
Oh, nice. What year? When was that though?
It was 19. No, I'm kidding.
1972.
I don't even remember, but I have a friend that I kind of grew up with because we would do a lot of skits at our church, and he's doing some movies now for like in Austin and stuff. The last name is Garza. I don't know if you know. I forget the movies that he's doing, but I'll show him. I'll send him here to Armando so he can put them up. But he's doing some movies here, and it's pretty cool to see. I have a few friends that I went to school with that are like doing commercials and things like that.
Nice.
And they'll post it like on their Instagram. But Laredo has a good amount of talent. Like people are like good actors.
Most definitely. They're all like hiding in little corners.
Have you ever been like have you ever acted or anything?
I did like an opera musical workshop type, but we didn't have any lines. Like it was just I mostly did like facial expressions or like body movements and sang. But sometimes as crew we go on stage, like for Into the Woods. That's the first time I ever went on stage to like take out like a set.
Oh,
it was
gotcha.
like a table. It was the baker's table, so it had like a plate of cookies and like a rolling pin and like a whisk and forks and everything.
You just went in there and like it disappeared.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to like New York, like the Broadway shows?
No, never, but
Okay.
I want to.
Es otro pedo.
Yeah.
Ya
we do
sé,
that.
cada semana tienen una.
Sí.
I'm like, what? That's so cool. I would like to though.
Those
Sí.
Broadway shows.
Yo fui al de Aladdin y ya ves que en la película se lleva a Aladdin a, ¿cómo se llama? Yasmín
Sí.
en la alfombra y dije, ¿cómo le van a hacer? O sea, está en vivo este pedo. Se oscurece todo el teatro y prenden unas lucecitas y parecía real. O sea, la reacción cuando sucedió eso de la gente fue porque se veía realmente muy
Real.
real. Ujú.
Realmente muy real.
Realmente muy real. Fue impactante.
Te sacó de onda también.
Dude, it's crazy like how the lights and like certain optical illusions that you can do in the
Yes.
theater. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there is no show without tech.
Yeah.
Like, tech is just they're like, you're not supposed to see them. They're in the background always, but they're always just doing little mixes because the lights just, it's like
Dude,
colors.
the music,
Yes,
everything.
like
You know what impressed me? Disney. I mean, if you've been to Disney World or Disneyland, but they have all these shows, and do they have like, you get I can't forget one time. I'm sure people have been there, where there's like a movie, but it has special effects. So you have the like there was a scene where it was like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and you become little, right? Like I guess the screen just gets way bigger, and you're like part of the ants and stuff. And then like all these ants start rolling out, or like rats or something like that, and they start throwing like air like under the seat,
yeah.
and you're just like, oh shit, and like I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm not sure,
I've
but
seen
yeah.
that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, they even like sometimes spray water at you.
Yeah,
That happened
all
to me.
those
I was like, oh,
That's
wait.
real?
Yeah, but I guess I don't know if that's like theater anymore. That's more like I guess
It's
entertainment.
immersive theater.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
There's theater where the actors like
Interact.
interact with the audience,
Mm.
like breaking the fourth wall and stuff.
Yes, yes. That's what we did for Hedwig. It was like a stand-up comedy type of show. So
Okay.
she was like interacting with the people, and like she even like went out off of the stage and like danced on people too. So it's, yeah,
Sure.
like that was pretty trippy because it like you usually pretend like they're not there, but now it's like, okay, the audience like
Oh, you interact with
Yeah.
them.
it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Like the dance, like Magic Mike. Okay.
Check Mike.
That's
With the
very
audience.
interactive.
That actually
Yo me
happened
quedé
to me.
dormida con esa película.
Nomás vi la primera.
I actually went to go watch Hedwig at Austin, and I was barely about to turn 18, and she danced on me.
Really? What
Yeah.
a treat.
Yeah, but she was throwing like candies out and everything.
Yes, the sugar
they-
daddies.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was so epic.
We
That
threw
was
those
awesome.
out too. I would restock their lunchbox with the candies every show. After every show, I would restock until one of my crew members was like, "I already did it for you," and I'm like, "Perfect." But yeah, they would throw them out, and then we would sweep it up afterwards. But it's cool because people were like, "Oh my god, like, oh, give it to me, like, I want." Like, it just gets exciting. Like,
And how often do they have these shows? Or, I mean, is it open to the public and stuff?
yeah, it's open to the public. They sell tickets online, and so they have like every season. This is LTGI, so they do 3 shows every year. So the first one for this year was Hedwig, and then they did Anne, which was about like a Texas governor. I'm not too sure what exactly.
Okay.
But and then the last one will be The Little Mermaid, which is in the summer.
Oh shit! I want to go to that one.
So they're doing that one at LC.
Okay, when?
Yeah. July. I want to
Okay.
say it's July.
Let us know because I want to go. I really want to go to that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
I used to do the, because I was in TAMU, I was in ballet and I was doing the folklorico, and that shit was pretty cool too. I know one of our friends here, their wife is in the ballet folklorico, and I don't know. I've shown them pictures, but it was I mean, it's nice. I feel like you get to like express so many things in like that talented like people that you're just like, but then they teach you like I had no idea how to dance folklorico, and but they teach you like how to do all these things. Is that something that LC offers, like teaching all these, or is it like you just impromptu, or you just, how do you come up with all these ideas?
Oh, I don't know. No, they don't. They don't offer that. Wait,
Like as a
I don't
course?
know. Your question kind of confused me.
Like a course, like is there like a course?
Oh.
Because at TAMU I took ballet,
Yeah.
and it was fun. I learned something new, and it'll stay with me forever.
Yeah. I don't know if they. I mean, I guess they have like dance classes, but I
Because
don't
those
know if
people
it's
that perform,
specific.
like, are they from outside LC or?
Some of them are like, yeah, it's like not connected to LC. They're just using like the stage for that.
Oh shit! Okay.
So it's like sometimes it's people from like this past one. The girl was from New York, so she
Okay.
came, but she lived here. But sometimes they're from out of town, and it's usually like people that live here too. It's like a mix. But they don't. I don't think they've offered any like acting like workshops or anything like that. Not yet. They should though. It's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the only thing that I got into. So funny story. My background's in finance, so it has like nothing to do with ballet. But one of my friends, he was wanting to. He told me like, hey, as an elective, you should try to get art, like an art class. I was like, dude, I love art. Like I learned how to draw and stuff like that. And they were like, well, it's gonna be ballet. And I was like, but we're going. The way he convinced me is like, let's go to San Antonio and buy our outfits and shoes. And I was like, dude, I'm down for like a trip to San Antonio. And we went and bought these folklorico shoes, and I don't know.
They're like tap shoes, right?
Yeah.
Like type?
Yeah, like you have like a little metal like front and the back, and that's like how you make all the noise. But then there's the Aztec dances too. Like the Aztec dances, like you basically wearing like what they used to wear, I guess.
Yeah, like little like shells and
yeah.
stuff.
All the
I've seen
shells.
those before.
And then like I'll see if I can find some pictures and I'll share them with you guys.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. And then outside of that, do you do more things here in Laredo?
Yes. So, well, right now I'm venturing out as like a vendor market manager type. That's like my first one, and
Okay, how does that work? I'm interested.
that one. So it's basically a lot of calling, emailing, text messaging, DMing people like, hey, would you be interested in being a vendor? And like you tell them like the price and everything, and then like the payments too, and like
So you do
forms.
the management or the planning for all these vendor events?
This is the first one I'm doing, so it's
Okay.
only been one. Like it's like
Nice.
still in the works.
Where is it?
This one's gonna be outside of the Center for the Arts downtown. Like it's
Yeah, that's an
around-
awesome center, like an
Yeah.
awesome area.
Mhm.
So, is it catered to, or it's like food? Like, is it catered to like artists, or what is it more towards?
yeah,
Or like just small business?
all of the above. It's
Okay.
like nonprofits too.
Okay.
So like we look for like people that sell food, people that they make food, like baked goods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And music too, like Grupo Fantasma, they're gonna be playing. I've never seen them before, but that's like a big like.
Sí, me
¿verdad?
suena.
Sí, ¿verdad?
Ujú.
Antes tocaban en AJ's, me habían dicho, pero nunca los he
No es el
visto.
fantasma, ¿verdad? Porque el fantasma.
No, es el grupo.
Ah, ok, ok. Saludos a
Al
los
fantasma.
dos. So, dude, let us know, because we have this, it's called PG threads or peg threads that we're trying to like promote, and it's like sustainable kind
Ooh.
of conscious.
Yeah, so it's like an Earth Day event too. So
Okay.
we're having like activity tables, and one of them is gonna be doing like they're gonna cut potatoes. Well, I'm gonna help out with that, and then carve like a stamp, and then we just paste it. And then another one would be like using like leaves, doing like botanical monoprinting type. So we like put some paint on a leaf and like roll it on, and then put it on a piece of paper, and then like you press the paper, and then now you have like the skeleton of the
Yeah.
leaves, or like flowers, any type. So that's what I also do. Like I paint, and I do like I carve like it looks like an eraser. It's like an eraser type of material. So I just like carve designs on it, and it's like printmaking. And so now we use that. Well, I use that as like I use it on like used bags or like shirts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's like another thing.
that's cool. Have you ever done those? There's this place in San Antonio where you can go make your own cup. I forget what it's called, but like you can like mold it with the clay and
Oh,
everything.
like pottery?
Yeah, pottery.
I've never tried that.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
cool, and they
want
have like a
to.
little spinning wheel, and you're there trying to like make your own cup, and then you can paint on it.
Yeah,
cool.
that seems so fun. I have a friend. I forgot I know his like plant business name is like El Venado Azul, and he does pottery too, and he does like cups and he sometimes sells them at Dosis too.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, so and he'll also do like pots for the plants. It's pretty cool. Like he uses like his.
Qué padre.
Sí,
El
claro.
venado azul se llama.
Sí.
Para seguirlo en Instagram.
Sí, sí, sí.
Yo
Eso-
tengo muchas plantas y a veces necesito macetas.
Pues sí, sí. Creo que sí tienen.
Tienen buenos tacos ahí también, ¿no? Nah, no sé.
Venado.
Tacos del venado.
No,
¿Y
no,
este evento que estás organizando cuándo va a ser?
El 22 de abril,
Ok.
este mes.
Ah, es ya.
Ya, en la
La
otra
otra
semana. Sí.
Ok.
Ya nos está alcanzando el tiempo, pero pues, ¿qué podemos hacer?
¿Y dónde
No,
dices
hombre.
que va a ser?
Afuera de los centros de los artes,
Ok.
ahí en el centro,
qué
enfrente
hora?
del Plaza Theater.
Ok.
Empieza a las 5 hasta las 10 de la noche.
Ah, qué padre, va a ser de noche.
Ujú.
Porque a veces da hueva que sean en la mañana.
Sí,
Sí.
no, sí. Va a ser en la noche y ya va a haber como grupos de aquí también, de Laredo tocando, y también el de Drag House van a estar ahí cantando
Ok.
canciones.
Ok.
A las
Pretty cool.
drag queens, ¿no?
Yeah, the
The
drag
drag
queens,
queens.
Qué padre.
they come through,
Is there gonna be a
Alright.
comedy
I
show?
think we're gonna
maybe.
what's it called? The what?
'Cause sometimes drag queens are pretty funny. I love
Ah, sí.
like Sharon Needles.
Yeah,
But I think she's problematic now, but I don't know. But I like
I'm
her.
not too sure. I don't think they're gonna be doing like a stand-up comedy though, but
Estaría con madre, la
Because
verdad.
there's a
Sí.
mic
Deberían de
drop.
I'm gonna before we get caught off, but we're gonna take a little break so we can do a little refill. Son todos en la casa, les encargo, porfa, échense otro trago con nosotros. Échense otro trago con nosotros. Y ahorita regresamos. Okay, regresamos aquí en What the Peg. Welcome back. I hope everybody got a refill. A refill?
A refill.
A refill. So I hope you guys got a little refill on. And we're here talking to Vicky. So Vicky, again, thank you so much for being part of the podcast
Thank
and
you for
supporting
having me.
us.
Yeah.
And we were having a good conversation. We're learning so much about what Laredo has to offer with the whole theater part area, and then also everything she's, kind of pioneering into, which is the whole event planning. And well, it's not event planning. It's like the, what would you call that? The
Maybe like event managing.
event managing, but
I don't know.
it's the, what is it called? When they have those events where it's like a bunch of small businesses and
Oh yeah, like the vendor markets, right?
the
Or-
market, the little, small.
Yeah.
Como el
like-
farmer's market.
There you go. Like
Yes.
little markets.
Mhm.
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. Vendor markets. These White Claws really get to you, dude. I'm like,
Really?
yeah.
I don't feel a thing.
I don't feel a thing. No, I'm kidding.
No.
So yeah, over here Armando's offering more. I'm like, hey, you gotta get to work.
He doesn't even have one.
Ay, Armando.
But yeah, so welcome back. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. Thank you so much for supporting us. And where were we?
Let's go into music.
Okay, music, because you do a lot of, you support a lot of music here in Laredo.
Yes.
Is there a lot of talent here?
Yes, there's
Is-
so much. I
like
feel like
more
there's-
than people realize.
Yeah, so I feel like it's getting to a point where we're kind of, well, not me because I'm not playing anything, but like the ideas are kind of like, it's just something that's not happening. But we have so many like talented bands that are playing out here. Like they're playing rock and like jazz. Like I love jazz. Like I started liking jazz because of a band from here, like Peach Blue, like, and then like alt rock, like Let Love with Justin, and
Oh, yeah.
just all of that stuff. So music is so important because we have like young people coming in too, and they're like young photographers and taking pictures, and like it's like a whole scene. And like going into it, it's kind of scary, like going in, because you see all these people and you're like, wait, like how do I go? Like I remember my first one was like Cultura Beer Garden, like outside, and it was a 2-hour indie power show. And at that time, ni sabía que había bandas tocando aquí.
Yeah.
Like it was like I was interested in seeing music, but I didn't know where it was happening,
Yeah.
And so going in and seeing all these people, and I'm like kind of scared, and I have my camera and I'm like, okay, I want to do something, like let's see what happens. And that show was also, Justin Lawrence's as that with his band. And he was in the same high school as me, so I saw them performing in the cafeteria sometimes, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever, because it was like people my age, and I was like, whoa, like you're doing that. So I saw his name and 2-hour indie power, and I'm like, what is this scene, like what's going on here? And going in, and then you see these people playing these tunes, Vale Callampa, like they just go in, and like it just like blows your mind in a way, because then you start thinking like, oh, like I want to do that, like I want to try. But
So there is talent in Laredo.
Most
and
definitely.
I mean, I've been exposed to some people that are like, I guess, becoming or going out there, and it's exciting to see. I think, how do you find out about all these bands, or how do you find out about the events?
Instagram. That's
Instagram?
like the flyers. Sometimes a flyer tells a lot in a story. Like if it catches your attention, you're like, what is this? Or like even people that, if they photograph that band and like you're following them, and then you see that, oh, there's a show there, like what? And then I feel like that's a good way of finding out. Yeah.
So like on Instagram, but okay, so if I want to be more in, like, I guess, find out about these bands, how do I do it?
Oh, I would say look up Laredo Music Scene on
Laredo
Instagram.
music scene.
Yeah, they post like every week what shows are happening, when, where, who, at what time, and like
It's all types of music.
all types. Like
Okay.
they'll just include all the venues that are going on. Like it's like, okay, this band's gonna be playing at On the Rocks at this time, and then like, pues, if you see a name you like, well then you go and you find out.
Sí.
But you have to find out. Like
Yeah.
you can't just stay behind a screen looking at it. Like you have to go physically and see it for yourself, because that's
Sí.
what changes things.
Si tienen banda o no.
Si tienen banda. A lo mejor, pues no sé. No hay tantas.
Mariachi, nada de eso.
No, pues yo no he visto esos. Si
Sí,
quisiera.
fíjate que casi no hay, casi
¿No?
no he visto.
No sé dónde están tocando.
Hay unos
tocando
chavos que,
esos.
que tocan muy bien aquí en Laredo. Son un trío y no me acuerdo sus nombres, pero sí tocan muy bien. Al rato les mando su Instagram. But there's some people I'm like, damn, these guys sing way better than some of the artists on like on the radio.
I know. They're much more entertaining.
Yeah.
¿Y
So-
qué tipo de música te gusta a ti o te llama?
Rock.
Ok.
Más rock. Como indie.
Ujú.
Música como underground tipo. Así. Eso es lo que me gusta. Pero pues
Como
no
Taylor
más.
Swift.
Está jugando, no le hagas caso.
Más o menos. Sí
por
me
ahí,
gusta.
por ahí vas.
I don't really listen
Nah,
to Taylor
kidding.
Swift.
No.
I listen to like Beach House and like
Yeah, I don't listen to Taylor
Surf
Swift either.
Curves. Yeah, no? Nah, you're gonna get into your car and you're gonna blast Karma, I bet.
Dude, it was funny because so I was on a trip to Austin, and on the way over there, the Bluetooth wasn't working, so I was trying to play music on the car, and I told the person that was next to me, I was like, "Can you look in the glove box? Like it might be disconnected or something." So she opens up a glove box, and there's a bunch of CDs in there, and I was like, "Oh, just ignore those. Like those aren't mine or whatever." And then she starts looking through them. I was like, "What do you mean these aren't yours? They have your name on them."
In silver Sharpie.
And I was like, "Dude," but it was funny because they're honestly like, yeah, they're mine, but I don't even know why they're still there. But it was like they were given to me. But there was a bunch of Taylor Swift albums, like literally albums, but they were all given to me. Like there was Blake Shelton. I never listened to Blake Shelton, but then there was also like those burnt CDs, like you could download
The white ones with
Yeah.
the ugly handwriting.
Yeah, and it was like one of them had like a huge it said like Taylor Swift. I was like, dude, that's not mine.
You're like, I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
And you were like, oh no.
But it's like
Shame on me.
it's like guilty pleasure music, right?
Yeah.
We all have it.
I mean, I don't listen to her again, but no, okay. I just know a few songs on the guitar. But
The
Nada
piano.
más.
You just went to one concert. It's not a big deal.
couple. But it was just to see like how the logistics of things, because I was trying to go into like the business, right?
Yeah.
The business side of it. I was like, wow, like this is awesome stage planning, stage management. So I was looking at that, like behind the scenes
Yeah.
more than like anything else.
So you wouldn't call yourself a Swiftie then?
A Swift.
Only after this. No, yeah.
Can you pause this real quick? Okay.
Just cut that out.
Get it out.
Yeah, anyway, so Tay was okay.
But it's
I
okay. 'cause
have a video where like, cause I don't know how I got there, right? But Taylor Swift was like right next to me, and it was funny because like she was just walking down like the aisle or whatever, and I was just like, dude, I just like you just see the camera like, cause I'm like recording her, and you just see like my hand like reach out for like her arms, and she was, and I was just like, I grabbed her, and she was
Yo quiero ver ese video.
I need to
She's
get
like
it.
this.
Wait, you're not joking?
No, it's for real.
You touched Taylor Swift's
Swift.
arm?
Yeah, cause she was like passing like chill, and I was like, I don't even know. I wasn't even thinking. I was like, and
I don't believe that.
I just grabbed her arm. I swear, and I
No.
grabbed her arm, and I was like, but it's funny because you see it in the camera, like. No, I didn't even say anything. I'm just like,
You just smiled. That's something I think about. Like, if I see a celebrity, like if I saw Harry Styles walking down the street, would I say something, or would I just look at him pass by?
Just act like you don't even know who he is.
But I want to know who he is.
And then he's gonna be like, oh, she doesn't know who I am.
There's
Ves muchas novelas, muchas películas.
Como cuando te vas a un concierto y te haces la que no te interesa. Para
Sí,
que la
Wattpad.
Había
Historias de
una
Wattpad.
muchacha haciendo eso. Estaba lleyendo un libro cuando estaba cantando Harry Styles. Estaba enfrente de ella.
Sí,
así,
son las
bailando.
historias de Wattpad.
dude, I thought I was gonna show you that I was with Harry Styles, but I wasn't.
The other day.
It was a crew. It was David Hendry, and his brother, and then there were with some Mexican crews too, with Eduardo Verástegui and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But like,
What?
you see,
David Henry from West.
Sí.
and then the guy from, well, that's the guy from Pretty Little Liars.
Ajá.
You know, este es Eduardo Verástegui. You know, that's the guy from
Ah,
the
sí.
Waverly Place.
Ajá, los
Wait,
hechiceros de Waverly
Yes,
Place.
it's David.
David
I
Hendry.
used to have a crush on that guy.
Yeah.
The older brother?
Yeah, it's the older
I
brother.
used to have a crush on him.
Wait, where was this though? Like, what were you
We
doing?
were in Brazil. We were in Rio de Janeiro.
How are you gonna find David Henry? Oh my God, that's so random.
That's good. What was he doing in Brazil?
So we were doing a movie, and I was the stage manager. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Wait, that's Henry Cavill?
That's Max. He's the werewolf, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Henry Cavill.
That's so cool. You wanna see?
You wanna look at it?
No, Armando, no, don't look at this.
Ay.
And then let me show you where I'm with Taylor.
I don't believe the Taylor Swift
A show and tell.
Okay, I think this.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's okay.
That's me and Taylor.
You skipped.
Ay, no, qué
I'm
bien.
kidding.
Okay.
Dude,
It's not Taylor.
I knew it was a sketchy story. What year is this? 2013? No, a whole bit, and it was all a lie. Whoever edits this, just cut that out. It's not worth it.
No, yeah. So, yeah, Taylor's something else. I don't know. She's become something else now.
Yeah, she does 3-hour-long shows now.
Dude, but she puts on a show. Like her whole, she's like on platforms that like go over people. And,
Does she really?
I mean, I think it's a huge thing. Like it's, like I don't know. I'm not like for Taylor or against Taylor. I'm not like promoting her. Like she doesn't. Shout out to.
Y
But
Taylor.
she's a
Skip.
Taylor's like. No, her shows are pretty cool.
I've never seen her perform.
Yeah, like her tours are pretty cool, dude. She goes all out. She's pretty. I mean, they're whoever her. Props to her people that
Her
put on a
crew.
show, because like they have all the money in the world to like put on a
Sí.
huge show.
They have to have a big team for that for everything to run smoothly. Because there's always someone, a crew that has like something ready for her to
Yeah.
get. I just know it. Or like for quick changes, like they-
Wardrobe.
Yeah, the wardrobe changes.
Dude, everything from like the mic that she has,
Mhm.
or I don't know, even the bracelets that people wear like everywhere.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. But
it's a huge production.
enough about Taylor. Let's talk about me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
So
see.
Vicky,
So,
Cyclopean,
Yeah, there you go.
harmonic Cyclopean,
Cyclopean.
No sé.
Tongue
Cyclopean?
twister.
twang tweet. Nah.
Work in a production like that if it meant that you would have to leave Laredo?
Oh, for sure. Like, not in the sense of like leaving Laredo, like have to leave. No, because you can always come back, and that's experience going over there. You learn, and then you come back and teach people that don't know of the possibilities of that. So
Yeah,
yes,
I'm glad you say that, because there's always people that. So, you know, it kind of sucks to see the talent leave Laredo because like everybody's doing crazy things, but everywhere else, like people that are like doing good things, politics or I don't know, you know, talented people in like actors and stuff like that, or even in finance, like people that I know that I grew up with, they're like in places like New York, anywhere but Laredo, and it's like, dude, why can't we keep the talent here in Laredo? But I think it's because, well, you're right on that end where they can bring it back, or that they can come back and say, hey, let's start this, let's start that. Like I was telling you, the Garza, his name's Isaac, Isaac Garza. The movie that he was, I guess, producing, he brought and he filmed the scene in the Plaza area, the Plaza Hotel, or the Plaza, not the Plaza Hotel.
The Plaza
That's
Theater.
That's in New York.
Plaza Theater?
Yeah, the Plaza
The
Theater.
boy who couldn't play
Yeah.
trumpet.
Yeah, that guy. So Isaac is the one that he also did a scene. I mean, because he shared it all over Facebook. His family, they were having it in his backyard. It was like a Mexican party.
Yeah.
Oh, that was his backyard?
Yeah, that was his house.
That's cool.
And I've been to that house, so I'm like, that's cool to see it like in a cool
Yes.
like setup.
It's funny because I was gonna ask for the day off so I could go there because I got cast but as an extra.
Oh really? Dude, you should have told me.
No, no, because I think it was from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. to 5
How'd you guys
a.m.
find out about it?
Through Instagram.
Yeah, like Laredo Film Society. They
Yeah.
they would
Oh, is that
share
what that
a lot.
is? Okay.
Like for the Little Mermaid, they're having auditions right now, right?
Yeah.
But it's only for little kids.
Wait, really?
Oh,
Wait,
I
shit.
saw that the cast is only for little kids.
No, adults can play.
You're telling me I
They're
can
looking
audition?
for adults. Yeah.
Can I have tomorrow off?
It's the 13th, 14th, and 16th, I believe.
Oh yeah, but I'm not those ages.
No, that's the date.
No, the dates.
Oh, so that's what you thought.
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic. I'm so sorry.
No, those are the dates. And
Confirmo.
any age is welcome. You can do
okay.
makeup and all of that.
That's awesome. I was like, I'm not gonna audition because it's for like little 14 and 16-year-olds.
No, they're gonna have like a grown person
Grown
playing
cast?
that role. Yeah, you should definitely.
And it's funny because Isaac, that movie makes sense because he used to play the trumpet. So that's, I guess the movie is like something to do with him, yeah. And his brother plays the trumpet really well too.
So you
Trumpet
think he took inspiration from his own life to
Yeah.
put it out? That's nice.
Most
It's gonna be on HBO, right?
Dude, I don't know. This guy's everywhere. And then also, man, I forget her name, but she went to high school with me, and she was part of the same like I guess people that would hang out, and she's in California doing like movies and stuff.
Dang.
So
Y no
That's
te
big.
acuerdas del nombre.
it's because I have her on Instagram, but like I'm horrible with names.
Me too.
Chingada.
Yeah.
Quiero
She's-
saber. Me carcome la duda. Luego.
Sí, te la mando.
Yeah, it's important though to go learn, and like I would say to bring it back, because like we don't have like certain like resources as the same as like Broadway. Like we can't, like we can probably make something float, but it wouldn't be the same, you know. But it's good to learn and like to tell, like, let's just say like a 16-year-old person, and it's like, hey, this is a possibility, you can do this and this and this and this, and they're like, what? Like,
Dude, it's
how?
crazy. Yeah, like it's
You give them the way.
like creativity is there, and like people are creative.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like this family, like Isaac and his brother Robert, that we would hang out when we were little, and we would come up with the craziest like ideas and skits and all that, but for the church, and like music, we would do all crazy. I don't know, like it's like I'm sure we could have done something more than. The cool thing is Isaac stuck to it, and he's like doing like. It shows that he's doing something of it. I went to like something else.
Yeah.
But dude, I know, like it's possible. Like people can do it if they're really talented and they stick to it. But you also have to have like that go-getter mentality thing too.
Yes.
Or that support That the, you know.
Yeah, because rejection is like always standing in the corner sometimes. Not always, sometimes. But
I feel like in our culture, if you tell me no, I'm gonna want it more. I don't know. That's just me.
yeah.
Like I want to prove like I'm like, dude, tell me I'm gonna fail, and like I'm gonna like come back and want it 10 times more just to prove you that I did it. You know?
Yeah, I get you. I'm the opposite, kind of. Sometimes I'm the one telling myself these mean things. I'm like, don't even do that. Like, stop right there. But that's so mean though. Like, why would you?
But
even,
that's
like,
that's
stop
just
yourself like that?
but that's being brave. Like that. I mean, you can't be brave without the fear, right? So, but if you have that fear inside, I mean, that just makes you, I guess, fearless or brave. So, I think it's good that you're still, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I love this. I want to be part of the scene, the artist part. Like I don't know how I'm gonna fit in, but you know I'll do my part and I'll do photography or I'll do, you know, stage management.
Yeah.
But I love this. I love being around it, and I'm gonna find my niche. So, congrats for that. Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you.
this.
Yeah, thank you.
I know Laredo has a lot to offer, and I'm excited. I think that's what this whole like, even this podcast. I mean, this podcast is not like, you know, we're barely starting and we're slowly growing, but we can't do it alone, and we're learning that, you know, Laredo has a lot to offer with this whole, especially this season that we're you know, inviting people like yourself. It's exciting and it's motivating. So
Yeah, I'm super like grateful to even have like this whole like scene to be able to say that and like to talk about other artists that are here too. Like there's so many painters too, and like that do like there's this one Cortinas, he like reuses like whatever items he finds like on the street. Also like Daddy Yonke, like and there's like artists like Kilo Sierra like doing acrylic paintings of like expressing like the culture and stuff, and like watching them like it inspires me because he's like showing me like Cortinas is like showing me like cabinets that he's painting, and I'm like, oh wait, that's cool. And then me seeing like a door in my neighbor's lawn, and I'm like, let me just take it. Like I take it and I'm just like painting it in my room. Like it's there's so many different ways of creating, and in photography and painting, like I'll use like glass because I wouldn't be able to buy like certain like filters for the camera because they're kind of pricey, right? And I'll go to Goodwill and like find a piece of colored glass or like a cup or a wine glass or something, and then like getting like weird reflections through the glass of the camera, and it's like a whole like experimental thing. Like it gets boring if you just stick to one. That's what I've like realized. Like just doing photography, I was like, I want to do more. Like what else can I do? And then like just messing around with it, really, just to entertain my brain, because like I can't just sit. I sometimes sit in my room and just like think, right? But it's so much better like talking to artists and like conversing with them and finding like different ideas, and they tell you like, oh, what if you try this? And it's like, oh wait, I didn't even think about that, like let me try it. And it's just entertaining a world, I guess. Like someone has to do it.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And if you, I mean, who would you or how would you tell someone that's like, you know, has that artist inside that wants to like meet new people and relate, find people that they can relate to? How would you, I guess, you know, tell them like, okay, you should probably go here? I know Instagram's the one. I mean, where do I go look? Like, dude, I want to find this community of artists. Like,
I would say instead of only like social media, like visiting like coffee shops.
Siempre funciona.
Los Olvidados, like they have like gallery shows and like music shows, and like just going there, you see these different type of people. And so I think like you just have to be brave to like show up. Like in any place really, like Radical downtown, or like you just have to go like and ask questions. Like you can't be scared of asking questions, like because the curiosity should never end. You have to have the answer. So yeah, visit local places and find them.
Okay. So coffee shops is one.
Coffee shop.
Okay.
Coffee
Badass.
shops, or like Frontera, Cultura, like
A Goodwill.
Goodwill.
For sure.
Yes, you find people. I think the thing is, you can't be afraid of conversing. It's scary now because we live in like a social media life, and we watch people through videos, and like they see me in this video and they're like, oh, I know how Vicky is, but I'm like a different person in real life, you know, like you'll catch me on a different day. But it's just something like you just have to just talk. You really just have to talk. I don't know.
Don't be afraid to talk.
Don't be afraid of talking. Like, go up to the band, like go up to them and like ask them something about what they do, what guitar they play, how did they come up with the sound, or like literally anything that you think of while you're watching them. Like, just go.
Just don't be afraid to be outspoken. Like whatever you're feeling inside, and y no te quedes con la duda.
Porque están esperando que te pregunten eso a veces. Y
Sí,
nadie lo
ellos
pregunta.
también quieren ese spotlight de que les pregunten sobre lo que ellos hacen como artistas.
Sí, exactamente. Como había una banda que tenían un cassette durante el show, ponían como sonidos de frogs, ¿cómo se dice en español?
Ranas.
Ranas, sí. Y nomás yo lo oí como que, oigo ranas, pero ¿dónde? Y vi que el que estaba tocando la batería nomás picaba algo, y le pregunté ya después. I was like, hey, because they have like, when they sell shirts, like usually the bands that open, like they'll be standing there, and like you just have to like, I asked them, I was like, how did you do this sound? Like, were y'all playing like some sort of like tropical sounds or something? And they're like, oh yeah, we have a cassette player in the back, like we just click play. And I'm like, oh, cool, okay. And now you have an idea, like, oh, like I can play cassette sounds during my set. Like, you just, I don't know.
Like for the ambience.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Yeah.
to fill in the quietness while they're
Like
Sí.
setting up or something,
Yeah.
like now you just play a little thing.
Well, it's like pioneering almost.
yeah.
Like they set trends, because I don't know, I feel like if you have all the tools that you need, I know that it's ideal as an artist to have the perfect tools all the time, but sometimes when you don't have those tools, you pioneer something new, and then it becomes something new.
Yep,
like-
that's exactly how it
Like
works.
whoever invented printmaking, actually I shouldn't say that because I know how it started. They just didn't want to be writing news articles all the time, so they just mass produced that, and that's how it started. But that pioneered like printmaking. So it's like the same with you, like with the glass bottles that you use. Like you're pioneering like lens, you know what I mean? So it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It's like turning photography abstract in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you're just playing around, and you may look a little funny, like you walk in and you have a little like I've used like a shot glass before, and it's just like I'm pointing it, I'm like on the floor, like and then there's people that are like, okay, but they don't even tell you anything, like they leave you alone. They literally get out of my way too, like they're like, ay, perdón, or they'll duck, and they won't talk to me, and it's just like it's the perfect thing, because also if you're antisocial, pues take a camera. Like you can be in your own little corner taking pictures,
Sí.
and if you don't want to talk very much, you can just be like, voy a tomar una foto, ahorita regreso, y ya nunca regresas. Like,
Tomas la foto y te vas.
sí.
A lo mejor
Like-
ya se le acabó la batería, ¿no? Y tú,
With the lens on.
it's like, you're just there, like,
Sí, es que me
it's like,
contrataron.
Me
ya,
contrataron.
así de repente, ya me aburre esto.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I've done like shows and weddings, quinceañeras, or like parties. It's a whole genre. It's not just music, but it could be anything really. Shirt, like clothing, food,
Everything. Well,
everything.
thank you so much, Vicky. I thank you so much for coming by, and can't wait to do it again, and probably see you at one of these shows, and
For sure.
see what maybe those markets that you're setting up, we can be part of it. Please invite us, and thank you for sharing all these, because I didn't know a lot of things about Laredo, and ways to find other talent. So thank you so much. And everybody at home, are we still good? Everybody, thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Sophie. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today for another episode. And What the Peg, remember, sustainability speaks louder. Take care. Adios.
Bye.
Adios.